Welcome to the live. And hello there, Maria of Art Alchemy. Thank you for joining us. Now, I'm not even going to waste anybody's time, mainly yours, Maria. So here we go. So, the month of July, as many of you know, is World Watercolor Month. And it is founded and hosted by Doodle Wash, and that is, I think this is the, I want to say the 12th year. No, I think it was started in 2009. Um, Hi, Marlene, how are you? Do you have your paintbrushes? And Maria, do you got your paintbrushes out? Are you ready to, you know, decorate some paper with some lovely watercolor today? And let me just look up World Watercolor Month. Let me see. I think this is the, yep, it's the 10th anniversary. So this is my second year participating. Last year I wasn't really, as familiar with watercolor as I am now. Not that I'm not still a beginner. I'm still quite the novice. But for what it's worth, I'm going to do what I can and participate as best as possible where I can, because I mean, how else will I learn if I don't just jump right in? And so, let me just see here. What we're doing in the chat. Maria, that's why you got to go ahead and unpack those boxes. So Maria says her watercolors are still packed up. Going to get them out this week. Coming up. Oh yeah, I'm determined to catch up. Yeah, and I'll be waiting for a video or two. Don't you worry. Um. Oh, Marlene. Okay, so you got your giveaway gift. So good. You'll be able to put that to use wonderfully this month. Okay, so on the website for the World Watercolor Month, um, which is on the Doodle Wash website, and I'll drop a link to that information in the description box after the live goes off. Um, Diane Antone is the one who created the prompts for the month. Now, I actually follow her channel because she is definitely one of the top watercolor experts in the YouTube stratosphere. And so she has wonderful techniques, and she's not too overly complicated or technical. And I enjoy that. Plus, she does whimsy as well as floral. So that's right up my alley. I'm definitely not a exactly the way a book says it should be done, or a rules type of artistic creative. I don't even know if most creatives are that way. Anyways. All right. So for the month of July, obviously there's 31 days. So that means that there's 31 prompts. Now, what I did see here was this is a free PDF download from on Diane's website. And her in combination with, there's another artist who came up with the prompts, and then she came up with the colors, I think, or I might have that opposite. Nevertheless, today is the 13th, and so the prompt is Cavern, and the color is Shadow Violet. Now, I had to actually Google to see which of the top brands, the legacy brands, which one had a shadow violet, because I don't have it. I mean, even if I did have it, I wouldn't even know that that's what I have. So I did find it, and it also said that you can actually make, it's a color that you can make. So I did find what colors you can put together to create the shadow violet. Now, how to explore, Diane says use alone or with lunar black for a moody granulating wash. I don't have lunar black. I may have it, but I don't even know, because I got a number of palettes that I've yet to unbox or use. So you'll see that in upcoming videos later this month. Um, Let it dry naturally and observe the texture. Now, I love a good texture. So that's once I find where lunar black is, and I may have it in this little set I have off to the side, which is what I'm using today. I'll try to see what that looks like. But Cavern, I'll look this up. Cavern is not the same as cave. A cave is, from my understanding, any underground opening, which I thought any opening even above ground was considered a cave. But caverns have a little bit more intricacy and a little bit more detail to them. And you'll want to Google that for your own sanity and not take my word for it. But when I when I when I Googled it and I looked at the images, first off, I went down a tangent because it was spectacular. I mean, it looked like something that would be in movies, with these beautiful structures like ice type structures and rock formations. And, just go Google it if you want to participate and you want to use shadow violet to create it, an image of a cavern or cavernous. That's just totally up to you. Now, the colors that you would use to make the shadow violet would be, where did it go? 1 second, guys. Would be, thanks, Marlene. Yep, there'll be a couple of more unboxings this month. A couple more. Now let's see how fast I'll be able to unbox and do the swatching of those watercolor palettes. I've got probably maybe 4 or 5 that I need to take some time to bring to the channel, but fear not, I will make the time. Plus my birthday's coming up next month, so I owe it to myself to buy a very nice palette, maybe one by Daniel Smith, maybe. Anyways, okay, so shadow violet, ultramarine blue, and a cool red. And Maria, what was the red that you had, that I said, that they said that you could use? Can you put that in the chat? I can't remember it off the top of my head, but as it states, it says ultramarine blue and a cool red. And that is how you could come up with your own shadow violet. Now, obviously, the combination of the colors, how much how pigmented your watercolor is, how much of the pigment you load your brush and put onto your palette to mix it with the other colors, is going to determine what you come up with. That's completely up to you. I'm no expert, so I'm not going to even attempt to tell you, how to go about that. Y'all will figure it out. You're brilliant people. I trust that you can. Yep, cadmium red. And be careful, because we hear that is one of those colors that you need to be careful with, because it's a little toxic, like people. So here's what I plan to do. My hope is to I'm only doing one thing today. I'm going to draw or paint tulips, or should I say a tulip, in the color of the shadow violet. So we're gonna keep it real simple. I've never painted a flower, so we are all joining along on today's little journey for me to explore how to draw this tulip, which is actually, by the way, it's my favorite flower. I love the simplicity of the design of it. They have such beautiful colors, and they don't seem to be overcomplicated. And it's just like a classic flower, in my opinion. And they come back every year, so that means you can plant one year, and you ain't got to keep going back to muss and fuss with them. They don't require a lot either. And we have our sister Donna here. Donna, welcome to the live. I just got started around 10 minutes ago. So happy to have you. That is Joshua's aunt Donna, if you have not already heard us refer to her. And she is one of the moderators over in the Facebook group. Marlene, if you're not already on our Facebook group, the Maker Exchange, I invite you to head over to there so that you can drop some of your creations, share with us over there as well. All right, you're more than welcome. Now here's what I'm going to be using. Why? Because I'm too lazy to figure out. I got watercolor palettes under the desk, and I didn't feel like going through to figure out what was what. This was easier. It was in my reach because it's on my desk, because it's so small. Now, if you don't have this, this was like, I want to say maybe $12 at Walmart. This is way early on, before I even started getting fully interested in watercolor. I picked this up, and let me tell you something. The amount of paint in here is, don't let it fool you. because this is highly pigmented paint. I don't know what the light fastness is of it. It doesn't tell you. This is by Royal and Langnickel. It's called the Watercolor Flip Kit, and it has 18 watercolors in there. This is all you need if you're on the go and you're doing, if you're painting, you're out and about and you need something for your travel bag. So this with a travel brush, and let me see something. Travel brush, and there we go. And you have also your a palette for you to mix, and then you've got your brush. So you know, for what it's worth, for $12, $13, this is, and now it doesn't look all extravagant like, you know, some of the other brands do, but just trust me when I tell you, you will definitely be pleasantly surprised with that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out the color that I am hoping. And if you guys, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button while you are there chatting amongst yourselves. And because y'all know I am not, oh, look at, they already got a violet, but we're not going to cheat. We're not going to cheat. While I gather myself, you can go ahead and talk amongst yourselves, get better acquainted, and then I will pop into the chat as I can. Now, granted, I think this would serve as my ultramarine blue. These are not, this does not come with um, the colors. It doesn't tell you what color is what. So I'm just kind of winging it here. But I think we can accomplish what we need to accomplish with this palette. So we've got ultramarine blue. This one will serve as ultramarine blue, and then we need a cool red, so it'll be this one. We'll use that one. That one seems a little warm, and that one seems a little orange. So this one will probably work best for us. So we've got this and we've got that. So we'll go ahead and let me just add a little bit of, and then get my all right, so we've got that, and next I want to, bear with me folks, bear with me. Any questions thus far before I get started? And please note that there is a slight delay in the live. So from the point at which you drop in the chat, it's probably going to take me, it looks like maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Oh, where's the like button? Depends on where you, the thumbs up button is where you will, for the live, you hit the thumbs up button, Marlene. Let's see. All right, so we got water there, and I'm going to use the Princeton Aqua Elite, and I'm pretty sure that this was gifted to me by Maria in the chat. Maria, this is, you got it. Thanks, Marlene. Maria, you sent this to me, right? This was probably one of your the first boxes you sent. So thank you, no, Maria. We got Marlene, we got Maria, we got Donna. Okay, it's Sunday. Somebody's ready for a nap. All right. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and almost getting ready to pull the wrong color blue. I could have just added some on there. That seems to be a little creamy. Let me put that in another one. I'm not too sure about that one. I might use the next one down instead. Yeah, I think this is going to give me what I want. Yep. All right, that's a little too much. Yeah. She can make a mess anywhere. All right. I think that's enough in there. Let's just add a little bit more. Make it a little deeper. Can you guys see the palette? Okay, here we go. Let me bring it down for you. You think I would have noticed that a little while ago. Okay, I think that's pigmented enough. All right, now let's grab the red. This is going to be interesting. So I think this is going to be like a moody purple. Yeah, this is definitely a cool red. Let's see. Oh, now I need to swatch that. Oh. Oh. Okay. Y'all see that? Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is going to give. This seems highly pigmented. No, let's see. Let me grab a little bit more. Hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. It is rather moody, if I do say so myself. All right, so let's get started. Now, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna need to make a green. I guess I'll start with this blue over here. Um, let's see. We actually do have a green. I mean, I could have just made it easier on myself and grabbed a green. But why do that? I'm not gonna hold y'all hostage here. No, that's looking muddy. We're gonna have to water that down and add some green to it, real green to it. I do want a warmer color green to go with the shadow violet. I don't really want it to be um, like spring green. So that'll do. But if I could get, if I can get a little bit more depth there. Let's see. This is where all of the time is going. Just getting the colors together. I'm sure there was an easier way. Okay. All right, and I think this was the one that I wanted to start with, and then I'll switch between the two as I move on. All right, let's say a quick prayer, guys and girls. Well, mostly girls. Lord, bless these hands because you know that your daughter's mind is all over the place and she has a desire to create something beautiful, but she lacks the skill and the talent to do so. But we know that all things are possible through Christ who strengthens her. So we thank you in advance for your help with this project. In Jesus' name we pray and thank you. Amen. All right. Now let's see what the Lord will bring. Was y'all ready for that? See, that's called a little impromptu prayer right there. Because Lord help me. That's exactly what I need in order to pull this off. All right, well, let me see. I have this tutorial up by Andrea Nelson Art. And she showed how to create this watercolor flower very simply. So let me just turn her volume off so that you guys don't have to be bothered with that. I'm just going to follow along with her so that, because I mean, y'all didn't honestly think that I was going to Picasso this. No, no. All right. Before we get started, let me hop over into the chat. It says, Maria says, yes, you did. So this is the brush that Maria blessed me with. It was a compliments of Art Alchemy here on YouTube. If you are not subscribed to her channel, please head over there. She also needs our help in getting to 400. I'm not sure if she's going to do another giveaway, but you just go, just because she just did one. Okay. So just go on over there and hit subscribe, because if you like what you see over here, you definitely like what you see over there. What she got going on over there. All right. Let's see. Marlene says, can put in a little red to make your green darker. Oh! Well, let me see. You see, this is where the tangents come in. Let me pull some of this over here. Let's see how that works. Oh, we've got experts on experts. Ah. Let's see. And let me pull some from over there. Let's see what happens if I put red in here. All right, Marlene, if I get like a muddy brown, it's going to be your fault. I will blame you. Look at, now here we go. So she would go with the absolute reddest of the red. It's okay. Because we're gonna use that in today's painting. This is gonna be called Marlene's green. This one right here, the one that's red. Not, we ain't gonna say that Sam didn't follow the instructions the way she put it in there, because she said a little, not a full brush stroke. But you know, not, we're gonna call this Marlene's green, and we're gonna use it. We are using it. Yes. You're welcome, Marlene. New color coming out in the fall. All right. Maria says you should have used your artist grade watercolors. They are easier to mix than student grade ones, but they came out, and that is what watercolor is all about. Thank you, and I will keep that in mind, Maria, so I can cut down on the time it takes, and I will not have you going with me on the tangents, because the longer I'm on this camera, the more tangents, Donna, you can attest to that, the more tangents I will go on. I will chase every rabbit and squirrel that pops up. Okay, so in the future, I will use the professional grade ones that I have, so as not to hold y'all time up. Okay, thank you. Good advice. Oh, you watched Andrea, Marlene? Yeah, and she seems to have a wonderful personality as well. Okay, thank you for subscribing to Art Alchemy, Marlene. Appreciate it. All right, yes, she did do her giveaway. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. All right, we want to see some paint on the page. I think we can do that now. All right. Now, this is a number 10 brush, so hopefully this will come out the way we're intending for it to. All right, so far so good. We're going to leave that just like that. Now let me hop over to the green. We're not going to be here long. We are not. We are not going to be here very long. All right, I think that should do it for now. Let's move on to the next petal. Now, again, we're not going to be here all day. I've got notifications coming up and things popping up looking crazy on my computer. I can barely figure out what I'm trying to do, because here come the notifications. Okay, I think we doing something now, girls. We doing something. What exactly? I'm not quite sure if we got it just yet, but hold fast. I'm gonna continue letting that dry. So, ooh, look at that! Look at that extra purple in there. Are y'all seeing that? Ooh, it's looking like somebody know what they doing. Yes, the smell of success. That's what the tulip would smell like. You know, if Well, you know what? No, I don't want to do that one just yet. I want to do the other leaf. Thank God there are tutorials. Now, for those who want to learn along with me, I suggest you hop over onto YouTube and I think she's over on TikTok as well. That's where I actually found her. I'm not over on TikTok. I have an account over on TikTok, but I don't post very often. I think the last time I posted was like last year. Um, I really don't care to be over there. I watch every once in a while um, because they have the TikTok shop, and that's way too addicting. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to go to the last side, and we shall be done. Aren't you guys so excited? I'm excited. I I don't even think that was the purple that I wanted to use. Was it? Was it? Is it even the one? I don't think that was the right one. Well, we're moving forward one way or the other. Of course it wouldn't be. Oh, I think she looks gorgeous. And there we have it. I'm just bringing it down so that the waters can drain down. Now it's 7:15. And for those of you, the watercolor. All right. So remember, I used this. We was in quick, fast, in a hurry. I'll pop in some other time later on this week. I'm glad everybody was here to see me actually do something. You know, you didn't get to the last bit where I was putting that leaf on. But remember, so I was using the Royal and Langnickel Essential Watercolor 18 in here. This is like $12 or so. It's a lot of pigment in there, as you clearly can see. Let me move this out the way because I'm good for making a mess. As you clearly can see. Also use the number 10 brush. I'm not dropping links to any of this because, I mean, number 10, hello. Number 10 Princeton Aqua Elite 10 round. All right. But I will drop a link later on to Doodle Wash and Diane Antone's website because I would love for you to participate in it if you are able. For those who are members of the Patreon community, Donna, you can definitely use your little watercolor book and encourage our honorary member, which is her child, which is my nephew, which is Josh's, basically his brother. It's, you see how he's my nephew, but then he would be Josh's brother. You know, when you family, nothing makes sense. Y'all know that. Anyways, so she's my bestie. That's really what she is. But she's family. Okay. All right. So that's what we got accomplished today. I'm so excited and I'm so glad you guys were able to sit, hang out, watch me play, watch me explore, and watch me. Wow. Oh no, we got one more thing left to do. Oh, wait a minute. We got to use the Marlene's green. I told you, Marlene. I told you I was going to do it. I told you. You thought you was going to be able to close this live without seeing me use it. Let me see what it's going to look like. Oh yeah, I can get it. There we go. Gorgeous. And now it is finished. Okay, it's not Easter Sunday, but this is finished. Okay, and then I'll sign it somewhere later on. All right, Marlene, do you feel good about that? Do you feel good to have your very own color on a masterpiece? A masterpiece. You love how I just like did one of the most easiest flowers known to mankind, and I used another tutorial to like walk me through it, and I call it a masterpiece. Nevertheless, you know. Now listen, it is 7:18. And for those of you who just joined, this will be available, the full 25-minute live because we were just popping in and popping out today. I will be back on later on this week as time permits. Um, I want to thank you guys for stopping out, hanging out with me. I hope that you will join me again later on throughout the week. And throughout this month, I plan on popping in to do some impromptu watercolor lives. And hopefully I can find a few other things that I can do that are just as simple because I don't plan on being here all day and I'm going to hold y'all either. And with that being said, listen, guys, until we are back here together again on YouTube, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If I can figure out how to turn off the live. She can't get it right, y'all.